this? There we go. All right. I decided to go live. I was just kind of hanging around at home and bored, and I got a lot of work to do. So, oh God, can't believe it. Oh, let me get that scissors. I need to get my cutting scissors out. So I've been taking, I have mentors in my life, you know. Oh gosh. My mentors were my family members. I had a wonderful grandmother. I had a wonderful grandfather. I lived, I lived a really, I can say that I never had to worry where my food was coming from. I always had a roof over my head. And yes, I had two parents. Actually, I had one parent who did two parents' job, which is my dad. He was my other mentor. My grandfather, my grandparents on my dad's side, and my dad. He. So I'm just getting ready for the day, you know, putting myself together. I put my hair, put it up, you know, kind of get going, because I got a lot of stuff. So we have mentors, but also, you know, let's talk about, you know, a little bit of Aaron Goodwin. Who has heard the news about Aaron Goodwin? Well, Aaron Goodwin is a married man, and he's married to this lady, and she apparently went on the dark web to unalive Aaron Goodwin, and oh my gosh, it's like really something that you would hear from a story from online. You know, you would think, God, no, there's no way, you know, he's a likable person. I don't know why his wife would want to unalive Aaron Goodwin on Ghost Adventures, but it always amazed me. uh I mean, I can see it if he was an asshole, but uh, I'm gathering the fact that, you know, there's easier ways to get rid of somebody is not through killing them, but it would be through divorce. And why would somebody have to feel that they would have to divorce them? I mean, to kill them instead of divorce them. Oh my God. I couldn't believe that. Yeah. So my mentors have been my grandfather, my grandmother. Who are your mentors? What did they do for you? You know, think about it. There's more than just, you know, the everyday things that my mentor would do. My dad would make sure that the bills are paid. I learned a idea that if you go to work and you have perseverance, you eventually get somewhere, you know. uh, my dad always told me that, you know. I learned from him through him bitching about, he called it time stealing. He had several people who would time steal, and it used to bother him. And he would tell me, he says, you know, if we don't get on the project and we're behind, I got to hear why we're behind. So my dad said he had several people who were time stealers. And, you know, I learned that stealing time, he says, it's different when you're not busy, your company's not busy, and you're doing it because it's a right time. This doesn't feel right in back. I gotta clean it up. And he had told me that time stealers are the ones when you are busy working, they go off and they're gone for over a half an hour to an hour. And I learned that that's not appropriate attitude for any kind of job. So when I started working, my bosses, this is back in the 80s, I never had to be babysat because I never was a time stealer. I always was employee of the month at least one time or another. I don't like to steal time. I don't like to talk bad about people unless it really fucking pissed me off and steal from me. And then I go, and I don't be a person. And I told this to my friend. Look, anyone who goes, if I'm friends with somebody and they have a guy, I look at them as non-sexual. I know it sounds weird, but it helps. I look them as non-sexual because they are my friend's guy. I have no want of anything with them. But when my friend had her boyfriend working in a clay room and uh, um, an employee that no longer works with us made moves on him, and he didn't like it. I really quit talking to that person. I thought, you're just lower than a snake's belly. When you're lower than a snake's belly in my eyes and you go and do that, I will not be talking to you. And there's a lot of people that will come off as being these wonderful, I go to church and I pray in front of my food. And in reality, they're not really that kind of people. And you got to remember, from your mentors, what did you learn from them? You know, God, I should just go throw my one bra on. It's an exercise bra, but anyway. Oh, put a thumbs up. We're talking about mentors. I had wonderful mentors. My grandparents on my dad's side. My mom's side, my grandfather was a badass Baptist preacher. He had a big church. He was a simple man, very, not splashy, wild. I learned that sometimes simplicity is good too. I learned that through him, hard work. He believed in God. He said he'd go to bed, and every night I'd watch him kneel down, go on his bed. My grandfather from my dad's side prayed every day. Oh, hard-working man. The house that he built is still standing. It's across the street from the high school, Colton High football field, which is it used to be, Colton football field used to be the gallows. That's where they hung all the people in Colton at that time. And I used to laugh at my grandfather and my dad and say that it was not haunted, and they would go, yeah, it is, it's haunted. And yes, it is. I walked home and ended up running because I was hearing the spurs. I could hear ching 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 ching. I ran out of there faster than you could say, oh shit. It was really something else. My mentors, my dad and grandparents, including my grandma, taught me perseverance is the way to go. I had a person that I was working with a while back, and this person treated the job as a part-time job. She would come in, just, I don't know what it was. I don't know if she was on anything. She just couldn't be perseverant. She was well liked by everybody. What I have learned is that she may have been well liked by everybody, but not everybody cared for her, because she would run you over like a bus and back up because she couldn't make it to work on time. If she would have made it to work on time every day, worked 5 days a week, not even over 40, just to keep, her job, and to not take a gazillion cigarette breaks, and to do the work that she was supposed to do, she would have had me over a barrel. I would have had to look for a job somewhere else. But because she didn't, it was my kudos. I was like, I had her over a barrel. All I did was keep quiet, keep coming in and work, keep coming in and work. That's the way it went. And that's the best way to do that. And that's how I learned. I learned it from my people, from my family. And I was lucky. Some people aren't so lucky. They're not lucky. They don't have people who are going to, they have mentors. They have to go outside their home. They don't got a mom and dad. Sometimes they have an auntie, you know. I seen that, you know, you drop your kids off with their auntie and you have a mentor. You have either the auntie or the uncle or someone in the family who's going to take you know, that, or a good long living friend that you've had that would never screw you over. And those are really hard to find, but the ones that don't pass the buck and say it was somebody else's fault, they go, you know what, it was my fault. I will take the fall for it. I will fix the problem or help fix the problem. Those are the friends. Those are the people you can trust as mentoring your kids. Not the ones that go, I didn't do it. I didn't know nothing about it. I've got my problem. When you have a friend like that, they're like a child. So, oh God, I have been sick like 3 times with 3 different colds. Oh, this has been horrible. Oh, mentors are absolutely a focal point here. I was lucky. I had grandparents who were freaking amazing. My grandmother belonged to the garden club and all these other special things. I almost bet dollar for donuts she would have been in the 70s where I was at in Anaheim. She would have been at the Anaheim Convention Center because our family was allergic to all the uh, ingredients that were in people's stuff. You know, I used Queen Helene mask and got an allergic reaction over the summer. And thankfully, I was a kid. I didn't have to go to, you know, school or work or anything. It was summer. And my grandmother, who just, she usually was pretty kind of rough. You know, she wasn't one to spoon feed you and treat you special unless you were sick. And then when I was, she bought me the Queen Helene. She said it says 100% natural. Some ingredients were 100% natural, and that's where they got away with it. Not everything was natural. And when I put it on my skin, it was the next night. The next day, I woke up and I had an allergic reaction. And my grandmother went on a pursuit because I couldn't wear masks or anything. It would be the next day I'd pay a price, and it was just like miniature. They'd be like miniature whiteheads, like the maybe the, how can you say, all the crap wasn't taken out of your face, so you know it was left, and it was just a lot of them. So I quit using Queen Helene, and I went, and my grandmother, one day, she's like, hey, Steph, you know, guess what I got? And this is what, and I almost tempted, I would love to talk to anybody who in the 70s would go to the all natural Anaheim, you know, how they get together and everything. I'd like to know is if my grandmother went, because the next summer I had come in and she kept telling me she was so excited. She was more excited than me. And we watches, it's like how you like your science experiments, she would say. We use the apple cider vinegar and we're in her kitchen mixing it up. And she's even helping me put it on my face, and we go outside and we let it dry off. I go, wow, this is really pulse, you know, really you know, you can feel it working. I didn't say pulsating, but I said I feel it working. And that's all I used since I was young. And then for a while, I've used other stuff. Every 10 years, our body changes. I still have certain allergic reactions to certain things around me where I have to change that. And then even what I eat, high fructose corn syrup does not do well with me. I'm been known to eat some stuff that I've never been allergic to, and I wake up, sometimes I have an allergic reaction to it because of what is in it is not 100% natural, and it just doesn't do well with my body. And I've learned that through my mentors. My mentors have helped me and put me on the track of, yeah, I guess you say righteousness. And my grandfather wasn't perfect. He would say some things, and I knew how to edit him out and how to edit my dad out. My grandmother taught me they feel that way, but when they're angry, they'll say things that they will feel really bad about. And I said to Grandma, I wonder if I can use that against them and get more stuff like from my dad. And I couldn't do that. My dad's just such a hardworking person. When I wanted the Benji dog, I actually ordered a Benji dog and got it through the mail. I got through eBay. Yeah, because my dad's like, he found it, but guess what? It's deteriorated and it was in the basement. It is just, time didn't treat it well. And he tells me the story how he got it. They were all sold out. It was the 70s, and the movie Benji was the biggest thing. There were so many people buying Benji dogs. That's all you could find. And, when people would get rid of their dogs in the dog shelter would be tons of Benji dogs. My dad thought it was the ugliest dog that he's ever seen. He told me, he says, but dang, that dog was smart. He said, they are trained dogs, so they have to be somewhat smart. And he never said anything, If my daughter likes that dog, he likes that dog better than drugs. But, you have a little kid, don't I? I mean, but my dad got me this stuffed dog because his friend, his baby's mama was giving him a hard time. He says, by the time I get to see my daughter, he goes, Benji, I will be able to get that. I don't know if he ever did. And all I know he got from his friend who wasn't able to see his daughter because his wife was being an ass. I'm drinking juice. I like Krispy Kreme. Now I like Pink, which is a donut company, obviously from Las Vegas. Tonight we will be talking about Cal and two groups that come from Vegas. They are very positive. They have no weird things. They don't have tunnels underneath their house. They don't have, as far as I know, it's been all positive. Cal Scrubby, and it will be Imagine Dragons. I will be talking about the positive stuff, what they have done, and I don't know what their future is, but I would like to put a little more positivity than what's been on the news. I mean, we hear all the time about, it's like, I'm afraid to look, here it's like Aaron on Ghost Adventures, his wife obviously, I don't know if he knew or she just thought that she can get, something better, but she hired a gun for hire on the dark web. By the way, the dark web isn't as dark as it used to be. The government has a way of checking stuff, and let's just be honest, if you don't like the person you're with, please divorce them. Don't try to kill them. Don't try to go and get insurance policy that's way more, I mean, unless you're divorced from somebody and you know that they got a big drinking problem and they only have so much to live. But still, come on, divorce the person, move on. parent Aaron's wife over in Ghost Adventures went on the dark web and said, "Hey, hi, how are you? I hope you like this. We're talking about mentors. I have what's called a Indian stick. My, I used to love. I actually bought this at a place that's no longer in business. It was called Natural Wonders. We used to go there when my son was little, and it's supposed to conjure. You got it, rain. It's got that. My cat loves this. See? He loves the sound of it. Sound? Hear that sound? Oh, he's like, what is that? I can bite it. Wait, what? I used to go in the summertime to an Indian school, and you learn stuff about Indian trades, and you have fun, and you learn about story time. You know, the ones that where if you're bad, the bad guy gets it, you know, and they have to learn a certain moral to the story. Stealing isn't good, and you know, what was it? They even had one stealing someone's boyfriend, and you know, talking about morals and stuff. And I'm thinking, God, I wonder if the Indian schools still teach that, if they have that. I was in San Bernardino and I went to an Indian school, and it was absolutely, I had more fun than a Christian school. Sorry guys, but you want to shove Jesus down everyone's throat while no one's having fun. Whoops. Oh, would you quit? So this, they did both. They did, you know, talk about God and Jesus and following the Ten Commandments. And then they went and would talk about, you know, morals. You know, don't go to sleep with your pretty much, it gives you an idea that it's not a good moral to try to steal someone's boyfriend or girlfriend. Stealing from your friends isn't a good thing, you know. Uh, you know, uh, from having good work productivity, from a dream, not dreamy story about the lazy prince type thing. And it was just, yeah, you like this, don't you, you weirdo? It's supposed to bring rain. It's so sunny out. Oh wow, I'm so lucky. My son and I were having fun with Bobby, because he's got this cute little tail. Now, if you notice, it'll move. See how it moves? It'll move when he does certain things, and it'll twitch. It is so adorable. He's like, I'm moving it, I'm twitching it, I'm moving it, I'm twitching it. Okay, that's enough. You're hurting me. There we go. All right. And I don't know if they teach that in school, morals, because I've seen so many young men and women act like young man whores and woman whores, And I'm thinking, wow, you're what my grandmother said, you don't want to cheapen yourself out. So my ex-boyfriend texted me and said that his party was, he's having a birthday party. I'm like, what did you do for me last year? You know? Really. If you did nothing for your ex-girlfriend last year, don't ask her for a birthday fun time, because it's not going to be happening for me. I'm like, dude, you ghost me, you treat me like crap. Oh, I'm done. The last place we had, let's just put it this way. If you ever end up in a rest area bathroom having sex, that's not a good thing. It really isn't. It's just a sad thing. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. So I had a lot of mentors in my life that I hold a lot of what they taught me, I do. I go to work. I go to work even if I'm not feeling good. You know, I gotta go. I might not do as good as a job, but I'm there and I'm working. Because sometimes if I'm feeling really crappy, it takes me an hour to do a table. If it takes me, I'm not feeling good. I'm doing the best I can. Just know it. Usually takes me half an hour. That's why I'm like, oh, I can do more. So usually if I start early, I get things done. I like to leave when I'm getting ready to leave for home, I kind of go, okay, I got garbage to take care of here. I got this and this. So I make sure I leave my workplace in the way it's supposed to be left. And that's how I was taught by my grandfather. He worked for Colton Cement until he died, pretty much, because they didn't wear no masks or anything. That man was a good, hard-working man. He wasn't what you would call a hugger or anything, but he would, hug and, love you. I was one of his favorites. My poor brother. He's just such a shyster that my family would call him Sneaky Pete. That was his name because he would steal from people. He went to the same school I did, the Indian school, and he got kicked out of that. You gotta be pretty bad to get kicked out of the Indian school for stealing a lot. Money, food, you name it, my brother stole. I mean, Sneaky Pete couldn't, stop stealing. And you are not going to move that. I know you just think you're a handsome dude. You just think you're handsome. Just so handsome. You're handsome. You're handsome. Yeah. You just, all right. Take that out and bite it. Yeah, you're not going to. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Yeah, my sibling got kicked out for stealing, and Indian school, they really don't appreciate people stealing. If you want it, Chief Joseph said, ask for it. You'll get it. You can earn it. You don't need to steal. And by the way, that's on the Ten Commandments. Thanks for the thumbs up. Oh, smoke rings. I can't do smoke rings, but let's do some weed. Oh. Soon we will be in my office. I'm going to put some stuff in there. Oh, I got something in the bathroom. I'll be right back.
this shit. This is something else, Will. See, I have shown you everything. I have not liked you one bit. You and I are partners. We're on the same side. Please have a seat. Partners. You had the nerve to send the fucking army on me, man. What? The army? No way. That fucking Major Garza hates me more than you do. What did I tell you the other day, Heriberto? Yeah, sir. Just like he said, sir. More lies from dirty fucking politicians. No, that's not what this is. See, now what we have to do is control the border, but do it in the right way. You can't be killing everything that moves, you got it? Because that'll just get us into more trouble with the feds, and you know it. The roads can be controlled another way. Do you know how El Tole made his mark here? Yeah, by moving migrants. Charging to take them south to north, right? Well, that's what everyone believes. But in order for you to charge, first you have to make them pass. Look, I have a proposal. We're going to hold a meeting between your people and the new director of the transport union, because that's where it's at, okay? Right there. They say they're relatives, right? Well, there's no better relative than money. But I suppose. Oh, there is. It's called fear. What's up, Mom?
Who do you think you are?
I'm glad you're so happy to see me.
So is my son. The murderer has been hanging people on poles.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's he doing here?
I asked him to come. This has gone too far, and it's obvious you can't do it alone.
You are putting everyone at risk. You're unaware. What is he talking about?
You have to go with him. Just obey him and be prepared. What you have is a curse.
I'm not going with him. And I don't care if I have a damn curse.
Did you know that they attacked
I'm
you
back.
to prevent their murder?
Went to go use the bathroom real quick.
You have to leave. The longer this goes on, the more dangerous it'll be for you and everyone around you. Please
Yeah.
listen to me. Go with your grandfather. When you get to the village, you will understand everything.
You know that you have so much to learn. I don't care about what he's saying. I'm not leaving.
It's not just for you, Jose Guadalupe. It's for the whole
I
town.
need you to understand, Mom. I'm gonna figure this out, I promise. But it's gonna be on my own terms. I'm gonna need you to do a job tonight. No problem, Bob. You're gonna see us in the body.
There we go.
Also, you guys are relative, okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I had to go. All right. Let's smoke some. Hey. Oh, well. So recently I had used Primal Queen and found that they were, they're not cheap. It is a good product. But I went and on eBay found this comparable to Primal Queen. And that's another thing I have learned from my dad. If you can afford it, which I can, but you want something more, look online, and I did that. And this is called Grass-Fed Organ Complex. If you take 2 of them a day, you'll take way more vitamin power than what you would with Primal Queen. I'm just putting it out there. So, what? My stomach's been bothering me, and I'm having to use the restroom a lot. So, I got to go to the bathroom again. Oh, God. Oh, good. Hey, keep everyone entertained. I got to go use the restroom real quick. Here, I'll put my cat here. And someone comes in. Here's my Indian stick. There. I got to go to the bathroom.
I know you're being all hard again. That turns me on. Big
speak anything yet? Or can I stay and enjoy the show?
Sure, seriously? You better respect me, got it?
Have you tried everything out yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna take what I'm wearing.
Hell to the fuck. You look amazing. I'm gonna take you to a nice place over there. I want all the folks to see you shine. Go on. You and I are having dinner. What is that potion gonna turn me into a bird?
It's green salsa. The English isn't very good.
Come on, how can you think of food right now? Hey, I don't even know what to call you, so should I call you sorcerer, warlock, or maybe shaman? What if I just call you grandpa? Thank you. Here's the thing. I can't leave this place. The people I love are here, like my mom, my girl. Okay, she's not my girl yet, but she will be soon. And Joe, Lupita, Chaco, even that fucking Meliton, those are the people I care about, and I won't leave them hanging. Get what I'm saying, Gramps? I know that I told you and not in the best way, but I didn't know you were my grandfather. Just be a little patient with me. I'm learning things little by little. I can't go running around screwing things up. But if I'm honest with you, I don't understand what happens after the coyotes attack me. I don't know if it's a dream or if it's reality. You know? Jenny! 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 Again, my purpose is to take care of you and everyone else. What did you do to me?
You are no longer the same. Now that your spirit is free, you can.
No, I don't get it. What are you trying to say?
There are two Lupes. The other one is buried so deep inside of you that he has been forgotten. And that Lupe is hungry. The coyote knows it. He understands how.
Two Lupes, what do you mean?
All of us have a Nahual. Your Nahual has woken up. You have to learn to control it.
Don't bother. I know it. So hold up, baby. Well, that's what I told him as well. But he didn't. I know. Hello, Fredo. What a pleasure, my man. I didn't expect to have this meeting with you. But it's an honor. Sit down. You go by Armadillo. But what's your real name? I'm just Armadillo. What more do you need? I mean, I think it's a cool last name. Don't you think so, babe?
I feel better. Oh, there you are. You going to attack me? Going to attack me?
Watch out for the monster.
Okay. Attack my other foot. Attack my other foot. No, I'm being attacked. Ah.
Who knows, Julie? Arturo! Here, help me. Take this to the restaurant. got this close up and further notice, boss.
You son of a bitch.
You're not entertaining the people.
Joe! No, I don't want to hear her talk.
Boy, I gotta do a lot of,
At least help me carry this.
Come on!
Find that.
dang it. Oh, no, that's my foot. My foot. Oh, wow. Man, that's a pretty big lighter.
Shorty, what the hell's
That's nice.
What's up, Lolita? How are you?
I guess
Things
we got
are
today.
fine.
Okay.
Great.
So what was it like?
Well, it was humanoid. I didn't see everything, man, because I was hiding from it. Yeah?
I did kill all the Nikas.
It fucked them up real good, yeah.
Fucking good. Finally, someone who makes them as afraid as they make us.
Yeah. Well, see you later, Lupita.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey.
Stand the monster.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm kind of high.
Why
Ooh.
the hell are
Oh, did he entertain you guys? Hey. Oh. Oh, God. I changed my clothes. I got some shorts on. So we were talking, Six Killer, we were talking about, when you have people, not just to rely on, but they teach you life skills, you know. So that's what I had. A lot of really good people in the past teach me a lot of really good life skills. Oh, I feel like a superhero. Oh, I got some of these. It's called Bio Strips.
And the jewels on the body.
That's right. Yes.
I got well-being because, boy, I need to be feeling a little bit better.
Yo, what do you want, my queen?
So it comes like a thing that you, this is the newest thing I've noticed in the trends of natural, is that they have these well-being strips, you know, want to go to sleep, you have that, and it comes, it looks like a fruit roll almost. Here, let me show you. They look like this. You pull it out.
Oh, well, you know. It's my mother's remedies.
Mm.
What's going on? What are you mixing?
It says clean energy in the back.
It's my mother's remedies.
So hopefully it will help with my well-being. Let's smoke some weed and talk about our mentors, the people who have shown us life skills in which we use to this day. I do. Perseverance. I like to challenge myself a lot. My dad was that way. I will be the type of person, I'm timing myself when I'm doing a table to make myself faster. Oh gosh, I'm slow. I'm the same time I was, you know, like last week. I would like to have at least 2 layers to a table before my first break. Like I'm building it up. I already finished a table and I'm building it up. That's what my goal is at work right now. Besides going to school, I will be doing the same schooling my dad did, that he took in UCLA, I will be doing. God dang, I got one left. Oh, fucker. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I don't mean to talk bad, but god dang, it's been hard keeping lighters, you know? Yeah, ooh, it's good to be back. Oh boy. My stomach's been bothering me, and I was afraid to eat because of this. So when I did eat, I expected it. It's like, kind of like, I expect it. So.
They still can never say no. Which is why I had a guy who's 15-man guarding him 24/7 and won't let me say no.
Six Killer, I couldn't do movie night because I had no service to my phone, and I was dealing with the internet from the motel, and we all know internet from the motel. A lot of people have said they get their own internet because of that, and that was one of the main reasons. I think that when the only good thing last year was better internet. It really was. I didn't even notice the difference, but I couldn't have had any, it would have been really bad watchability. So that's why I couldn't do that. I didn't have internet. I didn't have a phone till Monday when I got back. I had the money, but when you only have a savings, and I'm going to have to put for a card, because then I could have done it even in California. I've got money out, right? It was just like, it is what it is. So it's neat, you know. I think if you ever watched, it would be like a thing for like the future. They're on this talk with Simpsons. Well, I can also say that Doctor Who, they were talking about well-being strips. They were like little dots. You buy these dots, you put them on your tongue, and it makes you happy. It makes you whatever, go to sleep. I think Doctor Who figured out that eventually, and this doesn't even look right. Look. Oh gosh. There we go. Doctor Who was a little smart in the fact of knowing that eventually, I feel, well, this helps. This gives you like a cup of coffee, actually. That's what they say. There's 30, green coffee extracts is 30 grams. And you have other stuff that is to help you with fighting germs and stuff. So it's called Clean Energy, where you get 30 grams, which is a considerable, like say 2 cups of coffee or a cup of coffee. Matters how you take, how strong you have it. My family has been taking vitamins. My grandmother taught me that. So of course, everything I do is, including when I get crappy and, you know, I get sad and I just want to go to sleep. That's not the good, you know. But here.
What's up, boss? Yeah, it's okay.
Here, have a smoke for my pickle.
Yeah, smooth as silk.
It's my pickle.
Right here next to me. Want to say hi there?
Oh, we can also smoke for my.
Hello.
I went to the source and they have these on sale. They remind me of a video game. I don't want to get in trouble, but yeah, they remind me of a video game. Yeah, I've been spanked a lot. I've been dealing with sickness and still going to work. Yeah, I gotta be like real bad. I got, you know.
Now we're going to put you to work with our merchandise. So give him a good rate. Make him happy. That's what this fucking business is all about. Right? About being happy.
Well, lately I've been cleaning my weed stuff. I clean it in here. I've been using this. I got this at the source. It's got Formula 420 cleaner. No scrubbing, no, you know. Usually it says, you know, you just, it takes many things, you know. It's like I have my extra ones. This is, gotten real dirt high. So let me. I'm cleaning it out.
You all sure made a fucking mess, assholes. Well, I can't stand bigots.
What I do is a lot of times I'll even take, like, see.
I honestly thought you'd be working, so thanks a lot for helping us out. Sure, that's what we're here for. What's up? You want more ass kicking?
Hell no, man.
See, and I take the old stuff, I've smoked it and whatnot, and I put it in here. I'll try to put it where it's down.
Fucking boss.
No, you're gonna protect them from their own fucking ignorance, is all.
And
You
it's
like a chupacabra, right?
chupacabra.
More like a cocksucking fat bitch, you know.
Alright. Shake this up real good. Shaky, shaky.
That's some pretty serious shit. Don't mind it. Those motherfuckers are made.
Alright, the thing is, my people are real nervous and shit, alright?
Okay,
When I need you,
there we go. Put it off to the side.
What's the cargo?
Make my life a little easier.
take care of everything.
It's just keeping an eye on a few trucks.
We're also going to talk about how to make your body feel better, as in, oh shoot, I was finding my stuff here.
How we doing, boss?
What's up? How's it coming along?
They use these. Oh, these are so wonderful.
Talking about the fucking monster.
Stupid ideas from stupid people.
They help you exercise your body without you exercising. It's one of my cheats. I use different companies and stuff, and I will show you them. You can order these they used to be reasonable. I do not know what price they will be because I haven't ordered in a couple years. Actually, when I went into the RV, I quit doing that, and it really was quite beneficial. It's great for your legs and arms. So,
But not as
there we go.
The thing is, nobody knows anything. And you're the living proof that not all
All I've been doing is blowing my nose and smoking weed.
what does that have to do with it?
So we got the clean one,
He told you to train.
and
You don't want to spend time with the old man, fine. But you have to train.
Yeah, but is Captain Vulcan run over body train?
You have to learn to control it. And besides, I noticed there's a pattern in your
oh,
transformation.
my kitty's
You
gone.
transform into
My
train,
kitty disappeared.
the
No,
market,
he's over
and the
there.
restaurant. And you know what they have
He's
to
being a good boy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. What did I do to deserve that?
No, Joe. No.
So,
You should try something else.
the only thing I can do is drink lots of water. With a cold, you're supposed to feed a cold.
patience.
That's what gets me. We're supposed to feed a cold.
And besides, it's the greatest virtue in China.
I haven't even been to China. Come on, tiny.
So, I've been doing that when I'm hungry.
Hurry up.
Goodness gracious. Whew.
This isn't easy.
My cat has a party.
Besides, don't make me remind you of all the scenes.
So I'm sitting here. It's nice and warm in my room. I am going to put some weed in here.
Call me Little Miyagi.
Yeah, just tiny already so we can go. Because first,
And,
burning up. And second, I don't need to pay you to fuck your bitch ass up. So you get what I'm saying? Come on, asshole. Come on, hurry.
All right.
I'm going to actually clean, my bottom half of the thing because it just got, what you call where, you can get lots of keef when you clean out, you got no more weed in here. See how there's no weed? You just go like this in between, clean it out like that. Get tons. You're not going through your weed or anything. You're just cleaning this out. Guaranteed. Get tons of keef. And you open it up like so. And that's what you got, keef. Ooh. But the thing is, it's all stuck in there because I don't know what it is, why it's been doing that. It's just you can't get everything out. So I'm going to take all the keef out and put my cleaning stuff solution and let it sit a bit. I'm going to have a real keefy experience here, I tell ya. Boy, am I going to be happy. And that's how you get a lot of keef. You could get shitloads. If you don't do that, if you don't use a grinder also and you have a lot of good weed, you might want to start using a grinder just at least so you can collect some keef, you know. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go take my cleaner stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's all set.
My grandparents on my dad's side and my dad have all taught me about between science. Oh, you know what? I'll do the whole thing. Just the survival skills I use now is the stuff that I had to use even during my divorce. I had to my dad says if the first couple times that I tried to get divorced, it didn't work. It's not going to work the third time. So yeah, I kept my mouth shut what I was going to do to anybody, really. It's just, so like I said, you take 2 of these, there's over 200 capsules. So if you take 2 a day, that's 100 capsules. All right. That's over a month's worth for comparable to this version here where it's Primal Queen. Yeah, it's good. It's a good company, but you get twice as much taking twice a day. So I'm going to pour this in here. See how much. Hopefully you'll take it. It's a lot. Yeah, see? I still have some in here. I filled this up. So I've got that. Yeah. So I am now,
I'm well aware my mom can be scary as fuck. Scarier than you. But I trust you and I know you're not going to hurt her. No, I just don't know, Joe. I just don't know.
so we've got to grind up some more. I got some weed. I have the other stuff soaking. Oh, it was so bad. Crap. Oh, there we go. I gotta go and get it in the car. I kind of forgot it. So,
I'm not going in there, man. I swear this is the stupidest idea ever, Joe. But if you can't do this mission and you can't control yourself, then we're fucked here for the moneda.
my dad was not one for weed, but I am.
Oh, come on, Lupe. I wanted to know what's in that chest for years.
I'm watching I'm watching Mexican soap opera. Okay, they're a lot more spicier. For a while I had who was on Mexican soap opera, and I went on there because I had such a crush. I'm not going to tell you. I was like, woohoo, man, better than being on CHIPS. Oh God. Yep, I even had his poster. Woo, baby. He still looks good too. All right, let's go smoke and toke.
Thanks for the jacket. It's really cute.
You're welcome. It's pretty out here, huh?
Oh wow, your internet went out till 5 a.m. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. There's something going on.
I've always wanted.
Verizon took their tower out in, I would say in the part where some of my friends live, on the other side of Pahrump. And apparently a lot of people have been having problems with getting telephone service because they have Verizon. And she's going, hey, I haven't had internet service on my phone. I haven't been able, blah, blah, this, it's like, geez. I've had some crappy internet lately, just in California, and that's why I couldn't. I was like, this is. Let's put it this way, it's a swanky motel. It should have had strong internet, but it is what it is. It was my phone. I think it would work better if my phone service would have been paid and I wouldn't have had to worry about it. So I put myself in that position and I will never do that again. Oh, okay.
Well, aren't you?
So, Six Killer, who was your mentor? The things that you have, the good things that have kept you working are the good things that have kept you who you are. Who taught them? Who were your mentors?
Look, I know you have a bunch of friends back back in town.
I want to hear. Six Killer. Who were your mentors? Were your mentors your mom? Did you get great resilience from your mom?
You want? You're gonna drive me crazy here.
I want what any girl wants.
Also, I want to know your feeling. Aaron on Ghost Adventures with Zach Baggins. You know Aaron, the guy who's like the walking 7-Eleven. He's got stuff in his pockets.
What are you waiting for?
Huh? Wow. So you got your ideas from a millionaire. Would that be the one who also has Hugh? Yeah, that's how they Hugh's net. Oh, come on, baby. Look, he's giving me love nips. You bite me again, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I figured. My dad used to hold this stick. I've had this stick for years. I used to have it in the living room one time. And my dad, being the smart aleck, went outside. I had a pool out there, and he has his friends. My son had his friends, and he goes, boom, ba, chaka, boom, ba, chaka. He goes, we're going to get rain, boom. Half an hour later, there's clouds coming up. It was a beautiful day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. And I said, Dad, you're freaking him out. You also heard that there was going to be a storm later today, right? He goes, yeah. And I go, do you think the kids knew? He goes, no. Hey, you're going to look kind of magical there, are you? Yeah. And I got my sense of humor from my father. Oh, yeah, and it doesn't take well. Obviously, some people don't like blow up men, you know. I got one. I mean, I'll be blowing him up. He is not sexual. He's not a sexual toy, is what you call a pretend boyfriend, you know.
Truckers work for the narcos. Everyone knows it. Go get those assholes. But you have to remember, try not to kill anybody.
Let's see about that.
No, Vic, come on. You don't even know what's going on.
Give him a good scare, that's all.
Wow.
Move it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. And another thing, what I have learned from my father, this is what he told me. Swear to God. And I started doing this again and being vigilant. When I date, I don't know if these guys are married. I don't know if they're divorced. A lot of times we'll go on a date and it will be a restaurant, and I have the telltale signs, of course, is a ring finger that is missing. They got a tan on her skin except where the ring finger is at. I don't care to deal with swingers and all that. I just want a relationship. So my dad gave me advice. This is the advice my father gave me at the age of 18 when I started dating. Well, do you know the millionaire's name? Is he that rich dad, poor dad, you know, guy? So anyway, he said, you're dating. Now, right now, he says most of the people you're hanging out with aren't married. You know, 18, 20-year-olds, they're not married. He said, but when you get older, people are going to lie. They're going to say they're not married. And if you want to deal with anybody, don't deal with married people. He says that's drama. It's negative drama. You want to date someone comparable to yourself, someone who you can see living and making a life together. That was how he said. He said, don't deal with men who have just gotten out of a relationship. Now, that's an iffy point. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. They do have a 50-50. And I always try to put for the 50 plus that it's that 50%. Because some men will go back to their significant others, or a old love flame comes out of the closet and he'll drop you. And then he marries that person. But, excuse me. Oh, goodness. I'm looking for my spray. Oh, I'll just use this as, hey, I'm gonna spray you. There we go. He was tacking my leg, sorry. I didn't spray him or anything, I just showed it to him and he went, I'm terrible. Okay, it's all ground up. Woo-wee.
I'm gonna go check the back.
I want a little more greenage.
Chupacabras! Are you there, motherfuckers?
That's funny, cabras. Are you there, motherfuckers? Oh boy, they're gonna be like, hey, I'm a chupacabra. Let's go over there. They just called me a motherfucker. Oh god, I would love to have like a bunch of people who are actually Spanish, and then we can like do all the you know, things like people doing stupid stuff. Yeah, chupacabra stories that didn't turn out too well.
Why, you don't want to make me propose to you just so you can sacrifice me over the
Oh wow. So is there anybody else? Is that the person you directly get your ideas for financial stability? But money doesn't fix everything. Really, it doesn't. It pays the bills. Make sure you got a roof over your head. But I've had friends who had a lot of money and they're no happier than what I am.
You need to make a choice.
Really. They're stuck in a relationship because they can't afford to move. I had a friend that told me, this is years ago. This is when I was living in Michigan. We worked over at Kroger, and she said I couldn't get divorced even if I wanted to. She says I couldn't afford it. I go, well, maybe this. I made the thing. Well, maybe you feel you can, but you gotta understand. Once those kids turn 18, she had, I think, 1 or 2 kids. I don't remember. All I remember is I said, if you want happiness, you're going to have to go for it. Yes, it is hard. A divorce isn't what I was seeking. I didn't want that, but let's just put it this way. When you come home early and you find things at home going, not at home, but at your next door neighbors going on, and you just walk out of that situation and say nothing at all, and you're going, holy shit, and my neighbors have been right. And you're just like, you seen something that you can't fucking unseen. I will be thousands of years old. My soul will be thousands of years old, and I will remember that. Trust me.
Andy! I'm going this way, okay?
Oh wow. So do you still do stuff for him? I mean, that's pretty neat. You got up close and personal. That's where you get to know people a lot. Oh, the person in which, what was it? What was, you know, everyone leaving the United States. Oh yeah, we know those people are so guilty. They went and partied with Diddy like they couldn't believe. They really did. They went partying. Yeah. So you have a talk show host that talks about kindness, be kind to one another. And yet she has the most volatile work ethic, and how she treats people is absolutely horrendous. You would not want to wait on her because, good Lord, if your nail polish was like this chipped, she'd be calling up management and they'd lose their job. Yeah. Ellen DeGeneres, or Degenerate. But, yeah. That's pretty cool. Huh. Wow, so that must have been a sucky thing. Why did he quit? Did he just, he wanted to retire, tired of the, that was his retirement? Oh, he killed him. That's what you call not a good day. So anyway,
Who's next?
Maybe you're the one who's next, bitch. It was all your idea, wasn't it? No. You told me that your cousin could handle it.
one guy told me,
You fucking asshole.
he asked me if these were my real boobs. I go, oh hell no. I said I got Kleenex in them. I just reach in and I go, what do you think, idiot? My friend Sarah, I always get her laughing. I go in there and do a jig in her area. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I see you there, Mr. Man. I'll get your tail. Oh, that's a cute tail. Oh, you don't like me touching your tail? Aw. You're a little turd. Oh, look at what I got. I swear, that's how. Oh, he knows I use them for real. There's days him and Victoria's Secret's been real good friends. Some days he's so bad. It's like, wow. Ah, you smell good. One day he came back and my son said, I couldn't find my dad's sprayer, so I sprayed him with, his cologne. And I go, oh God, he's going to smell like old people, Victoria's Secret. Ooh, who got blamed for his departure? You?
No idea was so fucking awesome, I swear to you.
Oh my God.
The best part, I saved the immigrants and I didn't kill anyone. Okay, but I almost killed one guy, but when he saw me, the guy fainted, you know?
But he's not blaming you. It's the networks because of your ex. Oh, I see.
I told you to wait. You're a fucking hero, man. Listen to me. Better get ready.
Well, I got another one of these Primal Queen things. Because I bought them, they kept sending me welcome packages with this. They do not smell pretty. That's why they put the little heart mint in there. It's like a little heart thing in here. See how there's a heart thing? That smells like mint, and it makes them smell minty. Because they do not smell. It's. Let's just be honest. The ingredients isn't pretty.
Your parents are fucking. They're gonna love you so much.
I have been here in the house with everyone for a day, and it feels like a year. I think he's summoned a demon. Frank, where is your towel?
Look at it. I only see it, pal.
The parenting. Oh, I seen that. That was so funny. Oh my God. Oh, it was hilarious. They have somebody in the parenting from Friends. And I'm not going to say who, but she fits well. And it's absolutely hilarious.
I'll take it to him. Please. What do you need? I'm really good at solving problems.
Now,
Worth more to you alive than dead.
I'm sure people know the real truth, and as time goes on, they will find out the real truth. So don't worry about it. I think that you can only use people as an ATM for so long, and they do catch on, And it's not right. Yeah. It just pisses me off. Well, I had many people that were my mentors and that I cared about them quite deeply because they were not just mentors, they were family members, they were people who I cared about, who I wanted to be, there for them. And they were always there for me. My grandmother, she died unexpectedly. Oh, gosh. I got one. I'm trying to get. Ooh.
Sorry about this. It's either you or me.
So for me, it was taking my own advice. After finding out my life was not going to ever be the same, I sat there and I thought about it. And I'm going, well, I kept it in my heart and I stayed outside all summer because I had a pool. I just get wet, smoke a bunch of weed, and get real tan. My hair turned white, blonde. Because normally my hair's not that blonde. You can see the stuff coming in the roots. Yeah, so.
Hey, lighten up, my man. No need to be sad.
Oh, thank God he's not doing my legs. Yeah, my legs get more action than I do. I need to get my cat fixed.
Hey, Va,
That's why I forgot to ask Becky.
sit down over there. Be honest, Heriberto. Did that Marita hit you? You said him to you drunk.
I think he's sobered up.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and
Join Laraya.
I am going to sign off. Oh, I have one person. Hey, put a thumbs up. Hello. How are you? Enjoy what we're talking about. Mentors. My mentors were my grandparents on my dad's side and my dad. They were hardworking people. They showed me that perseverance
Close to La Moneda.
and honesty.
It's kind of like
They always told me, live your life the best way you can and the 10 Commandments. Even my grandfather. Don't steal, don't lie. So one day my grandmother told me while we were going out to eat, and it was not me, it was my grandfather, about farting. He said it's not on the 10 Commandments, he's allowed to do it.
everything. Not just his life. He also left maps of the whole area.
Oh God,
Hunting diaries,
I just want to get better. Oh, I'm so tired of spitting up and
the light
oh.
stars, the moon.
Then I get better and I share weed with somebody and boom,
Call him.
sick again.
He perfectly understood that in this life, whether it's hunting or being hunted, it's all just a matter of fucking.
So anyway, I bought over at Coyote Corner, yeah, at my corner, Coyote Corner. This is really good. Really, really good. It used to be, let's see if I still have it. Boom. Got it. I'll have to buy some more. As one of my favorite gummies is Nerds. You know, the ones that are encased and all that stuff, you know. And then they freeze dry it. You can't really see them that well in here. So let me show you this. They're so fucking good. Alright. Do you know what's the one thing you want to do and avoid when you're sick is sugar because it eats up vitamin C. Get back. No, get. Oh, let me get my sprayer. Psst, psst, psst. Sprayer. You're not getting it this time. Get back.
You got quite the talent for grilling, eh?
Mmm. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, strawberry goodness is so good. Mm-mm. Made in Pahrump, Nevada. Would you quit it? He also has a thing for straws. So when you go out to eat or whatever, and you get the to-go cup, your straw and sometimes the go cup goes. Okay, you can do that. All right. Keep a prayer in your heart. I mean, keep a prayer in your pocket and love in your heart.